It is I, Captain Goonsquirt. This video is intended for officers of Task Force Trauma, Arma 3's most hardcore tactical realism community. I'm going to be breaking down how to update a mission in case there is a game update in Arma 3, which could end up breaking the server, breaking a mission, breaking every mission, so on and so forth. So the first thing we need to do is open up the server dock and our server. In our server, you're going to go to File Manager, MP Missions, and here we're just going to be on standby waiting to upload our newly exported missions. Under the server dock, you'll just simply go down to the campaign event list. Each mission profile will have its gameplay settings listed in the top right, the mission file name in the top left, and the event name here in the middle. Then you're going to open up two different windows of File Explorer. On one, opening up the Task Force Trauma folder. I'll have you guys install this folder and explain everything that's in here later. And then on the other, go to Documents, Arma 3 Other Profiles, Yourself, and then Missions. In your Task Force Trauma folder, open up the Editor Missions folder. Highlight absolutely everything in here, right-click, copy, then come on over here to your Profile Missions folder, right-click, paste. Once you have all of the editor missions in your Arma 3 Profiles mission folder, you can go ahead and close your Arma 3 Profile folder, and then press the back arrow in the Task Force Trauma folder. We will need to revisit this area later. Now, go ahead and launch your Arma 3, go to the Eden editor under the VR map, double left-click, hit OK, and then play. Once you're on the ground, hit Escape, go to Options, Add-on Options, and this interface is essentially all of TFT's gameplay settings. Open up the Mission folder preset within the TFT master folder, and in here you will see 4 different files called IVAS, IVAS Spec Ops, No IVAS, and No IVAS Spec Ops. Each of these are different gameplay settings for different missions within Task Force Trauma's campaign. What you need to do, one by one, open up all of these different files and do what I'm about to show you. We'll start with IVAS. Control A to highlight all, Control C to copy, and then open up your Arma 3 once more. Press Import. Press Control V to paste, then press OK. Now, you'll come over here to save, and then you'll save this as whatever preset you are editing, such as IVAS. Once this has been saved, you're going to come over here and press Export. Then you're going to hit Copy to Clipboard, Alt-Tab, backspace in the Notepad file, and then press Control V to paste once more. Once this is done, press Control S to save, and then close the Notepad file. Move on, do the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Once you have all of our mission settings saved within your Arma 3, you can go ahead and launch whatever mission file it is that you are updating. There are 2 ways to do this. One, either spending an entire day of editing, uploading, playtesting every single mission in TFT's campaign and getting it done with so you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the year. That's what I do. It takes roughly 8 hours to do. Or on a Friday, on a Saturday, before an event, updating the mission that you are playing this week, uploading it, playtesting it, and running it, and then next week you do the same thing. Obviously, the latter is a little bit easier in terms of time frame because some people don't have 8 hours to spend on updating mission files, but if you do have that time set aside, it's nice to get it done with so you don't have to worry about it. Let's say that we are updating this mission right here, Rogue Annihilation. So there's 2 things we need to keep in mind within the server dock. Number 1 is the mission file name. This is arma2znuke.tm_anaze. And then on the right hand side, the game settings are no IVAS. So with that, go to the top left and press the little folder icon here. Then under your missions section, you should see all of our projects. Then you just simply find the mission file name. So right here, Arma2znuke, look over to the side here, Anaze. That's the map, right? Double click it to open, and here we are. Sometimes you will get a pop-up like this. Essentially what this pop-up means is that there is something that was within the mission file that is no longer in our mod list or no longer in the game that the mission file is dependent on. If this comes up, all you need to do is press Force Load, and whatever item that is no longer in our mod list or no longer in the game, that item will simply be deleted. If that's the case, briefly look over the mission and make sure that players have all of their essential needs. Back to our original mission file, first thing we're going to do is come up here to the top where it says Settings, to the drop down, go to Add-on Options, come down to Load, and then load whatever gameplay settings you just updated. For example, no IVAS, you come over here to Mission, Load, no IVAS, OK, OK. Once that is done, come up here to the top left where it says Scenario, open Scenario folder. Open up the TFT master folder once again, and then open up whatever notepad file has the gameplay settings that we will be pasting within the CBA settings script right here. So since this mission is no IVAS, we'll open up the no IVAS file once again, Control A to highlight all, Control C to copy. Then you can close this here, open up the CBA settings script, Control A to highlight all, backspace, Control V to paste, Control S to save. Keep in mind that I am using Notepad++ for all scripting needs in Arma 3. I highly recommend downloading Notepad++, and once you do, all you need to do is right-click on whatever file it is that you're editing, and then you'll see an option in here somewhere or under Show More Options, Open With, and then you just select Notepad++. Once the CBA settings have now been pasted within the mission file, we're going to go ahead and open up the mission once more and take a brief look around. If there are objects on top of things, such as this catwalk, make sure that they are indeed on the catwalk rather than floating above or floating below. Now you can come up here to Scenario, go down to Export, Export to Multiplayer. Once that has been completed, click Upload, select Files, then locate your Arma 3 folder. For me, I have a shortcut on my desktop. For you, it might be under your Steam folder. Once you have your Arma 3 folder opened, scroll down to MP Missions, and then find the mission file that you just exported, such as arma2znuke.tem_NZ. Once you selected this, click down here under File Name, hit Ctrl+C to copy, and then press Open. Once the file has been uploaded, click Done, come up over here under Configuration Files, go to the arma3.cfg line, press Config Editor, and then under the mission, paste the mission file name. Press Save and Exit, go to the game controller, and launch. Then you will launch the mission as if you were hosting an event, as covered in the pre- and post-event tasks video, and once the server is launched, simply playtest it. So you'll spawn on the ground, just run through the triggers, make sure bad guys are spawning, make sure bad guys are shooting at you, make sure the server doesn't crash while you're playtesting it, or before you load in, or as you're loading in, make sure the briefing screen is all there as it's supposed to, with all of its dialogue. If any of those things are all fucked up, that means there's something wrong, and you might have to go back into the mission file and find out what's going on. But in most cases, that is all you need to do. Good luck, boys. I hope you're doing good. See ya.